the Bible actually says for Babylon, who it clarifies as Lucifer, son of the morning, falling from heaven. Um, it says for Babylon, that the kings of the earth will gaze at her because of her beauty. She's not perfect in beauty, but she's very close. The Bible describes her as full of beauty and perfect in wisdom. So this mark that they're taking is something about wisdom that is something you definitely don't want. But it probably is the wisdom of like putting a human back together or something like that. But the problem with that is the Bible says that Babylon will be left covered in worms, but not dead, not buried with the kings, not buried with the kings and fathers of the earth. It also says Babylon will not have children. But anyway, the kings of the earth gaze at her, and then they gaze at her again and are astonished when she's ashes, when she's covered in worms, basically. That's why Babylon always seems to want revenge, is because Babylon knows that her beauty and her wisdom both, well, basically both, will be gone, because she did several offenses. The biggest offenses weren't what she took for herself, it's that she traded, and she had all nations trade, and the Bible says that the nations were filled with violence because of her trading. So that was her major sin, was her violence. But Babylon is actually supposed to be, even though she's a boy, Lucifer, son of the morning, S-O-N, son, even though she's a boy, she's supposed to be very beautiful, as a girl, apparently. And I can fault that in so many ways because I know it's wrong in so many ways. But in the end, she's wiser than me, so I probably couldn't answer her anyway. But, or him. I want to call her a him. It's still mean to be, it's still wrong to be mean to people. Even, especially when you know their end is so bad, because that particular end is one of the worst ends you could have. But she tried to say she was God, and that's going to be part of what's going on, because it said Lucifer set himself in the mount of the congregation, and basically tried to be holy. But anyway, so a lot of these antichrists, the different people that are demons and whatnot, go around claiming to be Christ, and some of them really are very, very delusional, because some of them think that they're God, or they think they can overcome God even if they don't think they're God, or they say, well, what's the worst punishment I can get for it, and do it anyway. But anyway, that's what I've seen. I've been reading some in Isaiah. It references you to Jeremiah and Ezekiel. It's some different references, but it's about Lucifer, son of the morning, and how she's actually Tyre.